What is going on, guys? Bexio, and today we got more crypto drama. Just as you think we're starting to get over it, get a lull in crypto drama with the collapsed, bankrupt crypto companies that have been happening in the past, making lots of people lose tons of money. Now we have yet another hack or failed blockchain that is losing people money. So a different way to go about it, but ultimately coming down to the same solution or same consequence of the users of this service losing money. And that would be the Solana blockchain. This has got to be what it's like fourth or fifth problem where they've had problems with hacks and broken blockchains and people draining funds. And this one, no different. They are broken yet again, trying to figure this out. And at this point, still broken right now, which is a major problem. People are losing their money that they don't even know that it's being drained. Yesterday, when all this broke, saying breaking, an attacker is currently draining hundreds of Solana wallets and SPL tokens. SPL is something that runs on Solana, and you can see we have this widespread Solana private keys compromise. So, an attacker is stealing both native tokens for Sol and SPL tokens for USDC. So SPL has got to be connected to USDC, which is a stable coin, affecting wallets that have been inactive for greater than 6 months. So even if you had your wallet and it was inactive and it was just sitting there and you just wanted to hold Solana, you could have gotten drained from this hack going on and not even know it. Because if you're holding and you're inactive for 6 months, meaning nothing went in or out of those wallets, then chances are you probably don't even really look at it. And if you're in that situation, you could hear about this and go to your wallet and see all of your money gone, and it was of no fault of your own. That's something that's a real big problem with any crypto, really, that's not probably named Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you These blockchains are not as secure as something like Bitcoin, and what they give up for security is their ability to do faster transactions and do all this stuff, which makes them more centralized as well. But then they give up security, and now you have things like this happening where you start to lose money, start to get wallets drained, you start to have really bad times. And you see, even early in the morning today, we had Solana attacks still ongoing, with the main root cause still unknown. And I think currently it is still unknown what is really going on, how to stop it. And Solana was down about 4% for the price. The price doesn't really matter because obviously people are losing their money. And if whoever's the attacker is probably not immediately selling, but people are panic selling to try and not fall victim to this. And they would rather have dollars in an exchange than Solana in a hot wallet. And we can see the price of Solana here, $40.18, down about 5% for the day. This was the bigger move down to like $38, but ultimately nothing really crazy going on. So probably not mass selling from whoever is attacking and draining wallets, and not too much mass selling from people panicked. Maybe people just don't know a lot is going on yet, but there's millions of dollars affected from this, that people are losing their money that they might not even know they're losing because they're holders and don't bother checking on it and think they're a long-term investor. But in reality, they're getting drained and their money is gone, and they might not get it back. We can see here too Dylan LeClaire's take on it, exploiting taking place at the moment on Solana wallets being drained of funds. Suspicion of vulnerability is with hot wallets. And then transactions are being signed by wallet owners on chain, uncertainty surrounding what exactly has been exploited. So the suspicion around hot wallets, the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet is stored offline, not connected to the internet, and a hot wallet is stored online, constantly connected to the internet. Cold wallets are more secure because obviously if you had something like a ledger, you can't just send your coins off. You have to okay it with a hardware, and you can't just do it from a computer. So you would need to send out your private keys and your seed phrase for people to try and do that to you. Otherwise, if you take your bare minimum, common sense precautions, you should be pretty good with a hardware wallet. But the hot wallets, those obviously people can get into. If people can get into them in any third party app that you have going on, they can use all of your stuff, all of your money on those hot wallets is now theirs. And we see one of these responses is someone responding to him saying millions drained so far, people claiming no trusted apps and still being drained. Big yikes. So it is a big problem. Millions of dollars drained and no end in sight. People claiming no trusted apps, so they don't have trusted apps where they're okaying these like apps be connected to other accounts, and then that involves like a vulnerability or a point of failure. So the thing going on, nobody really knows. Is it a problem with Solana itself that someone found an exploit and is going after it? Could be possible. Is it a problem with hot wallets that people found a way in and can get into Solana? Solana has had problems constantly, and it feels like this is never going to stop for them, that they're just going to constantly continue to have problems. And if you're willing to sit in that ecosystem, you're probably going to deal with massive amounts of headaches, massive amount of hacks, and you could lose everything that you've ever put into the project, which is a problem. And you have Dylan Leclerc saying, Solana, have you tried stopping the chain? Because it wouldn't be the first time Solana stopped and froze their blockchain. Maybe they should do that now to try and figure out the problem. Probably better to freeze the blockchain and freeze all transactions and figure out what is going on than to allow people to lose all of their money. Neither are a good solution. Both of them have problems with them, and you're going to get ridiculed if you freeze your chain, be called centralized, as you should, as Solana is, or you're going to get ridiculed for not doing it when you have the ability to and allowing people to lose all their money. So you're at a lose-lose, really. But the big advice here would be, if you have funds on a hot wallet, get them onto a hardware wallet or to an exchange. So exchanges would have more security, really. Even the exchanges might have them on a hardware wallet themselves or swap them for dollars or Bitcoin. Honestly, wouldn't be in Solana. I think it has way too many problems to want to be interested in it, and we're seeing it play out right here firsthand. If you are loving Solana and think it's going to be great, but this is the fourth time, fifth time that it's had problems, that it's had people losing money because of the problems, at some point you got to just think, it's no longer a good option. So far, the hack or vulnerability, whatever is going on, has been going on for almost 2 days now. And it looks like there is millions of dollars that have been drained and probably millions to come. Lots of people affected, and even people who are long-term holders who probably don't even know they're affected yet have gotten their money stolen. And once they check their account or try and look at something, they'll see zeroed out balances. Big problems going on with Solana. Not the first time, probably not the last. I would not be in Solana at all. But we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if they can figure out the problem, if they freeze the blockchain, what they're going to do. I'm sure it'll be a news story, whatever they do. And if it's figured out, everyone will be talking about it. But until then, kind of at a standstill. If you have Solana, if you want to keep it, probably try and get it into a hardware wallet. If you aren't that attached to the project, you could just send it to exchange and sell it for dollars or make it Bitcoin. Either way, you probably want to not be in the ecosystem, at least right now, with all the problems going on. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in my next video.